Alright, welcome. This is M-Dog, and we're doing a little bit of trying to make some shorter videos in here in the midst of the long ones, just so that there's some variety available on the channel. So this is going to be a one-off match in the middle of an arena run, and this is actually using a Paladin deck, and I'll try to really talk in depth as we're playing through this one match. And this Paladin deck is really unusual. We did not get any weapons. Neither of the normal Paladin choices, and I was really sort of experimenting when I drafted this deck, trying to get sort of a faster deck than normal, as it seems like a lot of the meta is shifting towards very quick decks here recently. So here on turn one, we will go ahead and play the South Sea deckhand, primarily because we don't have a weapon. So this is really not going to get any better in terms of we're not going to ever have a weapon equipped to get charged. So let's see what a Paladin, what he does in response here. And pretty good play for him. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is take a chance here. So the plays are, we could just equip a reinforce and attack here and sort of just both have 1/1s on the board. We could play Mad Bomber. The problem with Mad Bomber is it's very likely to take out my own minion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attack to the face and then bring the Mad Bomber out and just take a chance. And we got lucky. Can't count on getting that lucky with a Mad Bomber. Worked out that time. We'll take it. And on turn three, the three choices would be to reinforce, which is fine, Dalron Mage, which we probably should save that for a consecrate later. It's really the only thing we have to pair with it. And then the Rifleman. The thing I like about Rifleman here is we get another decent minion on the board. We're not to turn 4 yet, so we're not going to get consecrated yet. And this goes ahead and does 1 damage so that our little minions that are on the board can go ahead and attack to the face. So, you know, this is kind of our only chance. If he draws Consecrate next turn and wipes our board, well, we're probably, you know, going to be in rough shape. But this is sort of the way this little deck that we have goes. Now, one thing we can consider here is putting a Divine Shield on this guy. Now, what will happen is, if we do that, then if he consecrates, he'll have to trade with this guy first to kill it. So at least we get rid of his minion as well as ours if he does in fact consecrate, which you at this point just sort of have to expect that that's coming. We've gotten him down almost halfway in health. Would we have enough steam to recover from a consecration here? I'm not so sure we would, but hey, we've had fun getting here, and I don't think we had really any other plays we could have gone with. So it looks like he's going to hold off. Curious to see if he just attacks us to the face or if he is going to trade with one of our minions. We have 11 damage on the board. And we obviously don't have to obey the taunt rules since it's in stealth. So I think we go ahead and put this out because this is a big beefy guy, and for how little health he has, that's going to be a little scary. We will trade here just because it takes his minion off and ours stays alive. We'll trade here because if he trades and then consecrates, we don't want to. We don't want him to have. We want him to have as few minions as possible left over. So I think those were good trades just to prepare for a potential consecrate. Yes, all of our minions will die except for our one, and what I would expect from him here is probably to change this guy's attack to 1. That's what, you know, you would ideally like to do as a Paladin. And if he can do that and consecrate according to which spell he has. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and give up. So here's an example of Well, it's honestly not that good of a deck because of what it's missing. It's got very little removal. It has some decent little minions, and it's a fairly fast deck, but it's very focused on just getting minions out. So it doesn't do well in a lot of different situations, but in this one it was able to build up ahead of steam and get enough damage done where basically the opponent knew that he wasn't going to be able to slow down the damage quick enough and catch up. So anyway, again, we're going to do some of these one-off videos, and actually trying to work on a new intro. When I switched computers, I didn't necessarily lose the other old intro I had and everything, but it was an opportunity to kind of look at everything and say, you know what, I think I can do a little better than this. So I'm working on a different intro, and then you know, hopefully we'll have that up soon. But for now, we'll go ahead and put this video up and maybe make a couple more today. Just little shorter videos that people can get in there and watch and just sort of see different examples of decks playing. Probably still mostly Arena over Constructed, but we'll see. We might change it up a little bit. Thanks for watching as always.